Okay, so here's what we got. Looks like it's drywalled over plaster. There was a water leak. Seems pretty solid. Scrape loose stuff off. Get all that old stuff out. Screwed it off there. Cut it all out. No more loose stuff. Solid, ready to do the pre-fill. Durbond used only. You make lightweight stuff, but the lightweight stuff isn't as hard. This is the old school Durbond USG. If you're gonna do it, why wouldn't you use the harder stuff? Taping, all purpose. No +3, all purpose. Taping mud, it's got glue in it. Got everything cut out, screwed off, put a couple screws in there. So, fill. Kind of hard to hold the pan. Hold it between my legs. Knife on. Push it in. Cut it out. Push on it. See if it's loose. If it's loose, screw it off. Durbond it. Pre-fill. Another beautiful day in Sandwich, Illinois. Like I said, all purpose. It's got glue in it. Should be taped. Since it's drywall, I'm going to use the paper tape. No mesh tape. Paper tape. So I tape with it. And my first coat is with taping mud. It's got glue in it. It has a nice strong bond. Got a 6 knife this time. 6 knife, 6 inches wide. Point to point. Just want to cover your repair. But if you're taping a lot, put a lot of water in it. I did no shot. Start from the middle. Ooh, look how bad that hump is. Ooh. Feather your outside edges. Just put pressure on the outside. Out on the inside. Flat leaves the mud. This takes the mud off. Scratch it off. Your knife, 6 knife, always 6 knife. Okay. Easily grab it. See how bad that is? That's your speed bump. That's what you're gonna have to fill. Stick my knife on it and see what it does. Put pressure on the one side, the outside. You get a piece of chunk or something in your mud, you can use your tip of the knife. Tip it. Wipe it on the edge. Back again. It's looking good. Or right in the middle. One long swoop. Again, nice flat pressure. Got like lap marks. Lap marks are when you're floating it out to the side, so you put more pressure to the outside. Cut marks, it's like a cut in it. It's almost 6 feet. Starting to bubble. It bubbles just because the paint and it doesn't really seep in the paint. That's just a part of it. It's a mesh. It's one of the only things I found. It does a pretty good job. My vacuum is it's a shop vac. And I could just get the better filter. Can't use a regular filter. It'll disperse all the fine particles all over. Very bad. After you dust it, you have to charge it. So you put the one end into the exhaust, click it. Then when you go to use it, it doesn't automatically shoot stuff out of the end. Don't let me tell you how I found that one out. And actually, when I'm sanding, I'll go across it to see if I can hear it go da-dum, da-dum. I usually use a 500 watt. I should have coated it with this. It's a 4-foot knife. Back in the day, we didn't have those kinds of things. You almost had to make them. I'm scratching it so I can see where high spot is. I should do this all by hand. It's kind of cheating, but it doesn't give you your lap marks. One more time. You gotta actually get used to your eye saying, I like that, I don't like that. Grab a little, hit the side. Okay, I'm just trying to do it in one swoop. I'm gonna go a little faster to try to get rid of the bubbles, blowholes. See, if the hump is still there, I mean, it's not gonna jump up and slap you in the face. You know, you got 2 windows. I try to do the best I can on everything. 3rd coat, hopefully I can get it done. 1 more skim coat. You look at it, it's starting to bubble again. So that's where another coat or maybe 2 coats. Not always easy. So if you're looking for perfection and you want to do the best you can, sometimes you got to put a couple extra coats on it. A lot of people will say, oh, well, I can do 2 coats. Speed bump is hard to get rid of in 2 coats. I've been doing this 30 plus years and still 2 coats, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. So you do whatever it takes. I just wiped mud on my face. And get used to eating mud. That's why I'd never recommend drywall to anybody. But homeowners, people who want to get better, up their game a little bit. And when you're doing something as particular as drywall finishing, you want to be as good as you can. Your name's on it. You try to be particular. You do something everybody else isn't doing. Made it back to the speed bump. It actually is looking pretty darn good. Yep, so I'm gonna sand everything down. That's actually 7 feet span just to get rid of that speed bump. Sand it down, quick skim coat. Doesn't look slick. No more big bump there. Many different kinds of lights. You got your morning, afternoon, evening with all the lights off like this. Sometimes people say, oh, I can see it in the morning time or I can see it at night. That is freaking slick. Usually everybody's pretty much impressed that I do stuff like this. And I can't help it, but when I look at it now, and I'm not even sanded, like beautiful. I coated half the ceiling over one stupid seam. Not everybody will do that.